going for the first one is one called Homemade, Homegrown and Home in Nature. And this is a lady called Tamara. You may or may not be aware of her. She originally, I first saw her when she was on the same site as Sean Cameron.
Thank you, Nigel. Excuse that, for nominating me. So this is the Roundup challenge. And this morning I actually woke up and I've seen that Cliff and Diane also have nominated me. How lovely is that?
Now my third one is not actually my choice.
Thanks,
Diane.
Diane.
It's my choice, but Diane's chose Tamara. Homemade and homegrown and home.
I couldn't have thought of a longer name for the channel.
Tamara's had a video for quite a while and she had a plot near Viv's. And now she's actually moved to Switzerland, but she's...
So guys, well, thank you so much for nominating me. I think I couldn't have been nominated by more exciting gardeners. It's a bit cold out here. Thank you so much for nominating me. I'm really honored that I got nominated by Nigel and Cliff. I used to watch you before I actually took on the plot in the year 2016 with J-Lo. So I wanted to prepare myself and I learned quite a lot from your channels. I didn't know anything about Sean before, by the way. I only met him on the plot then. Oh, hello bird. Oh, how cute was that? Oh, it's gone now. So finally I found the time to actually make this video. The first question I think is what was your best crop of 2018? Unfortunately, I left London quite early, so I didn't get to taste any of the tomatoes. Unfortunately, they were just not ripe enough, because I was looking quite forward to these tomatoes. Grown in the tomato house, grown in the most beautiful tomato house on this planet. Well, I think so. In regards to the best crop in 2018, while I was there, before I left at the end of July, is I want to point out the basil, because I'm quite proud of growing the basil from seed. So the basil has turned out really, really nicely. I made an extra video just out of the basil because I found it so beautiful, and I definitely want to I definitely want to grow it here on the Swiss plot as well. Also, I want to point out that the calendula and the French marigold, they have been quite a success, even though it's not a crop in such a in this sense. Yeah, so the worst crop in 2018, I'm not too sure about that. What was the worst crop actually? Well, I think the butternut squashes, that was not such a success this year compared to last year. And the carrots, they haven't been a hit either. So the worst crop, what was the worst crop? I don't remember. Well, I can tell you one thing. What I can't grow, apparently, it looks like it, is a simple sunflower. God, it seems like rocket science to me. It didn't work nicely last year, well, and it didn't work out this year, unfortunately. But I like sunflowers. I'll try again here. It's not a crop, I know, but you know, I just like to have a sunflower, a nice one. The other question was, what would you do differently? And if you have learned any lessons, I think that's how it was, yeah. You know what, I just grow along. Well, I've learned a lesson the previous year, that is on that site in London, that we have to cover the onions and garlic and eventually leek, but we didn't even try leek anymore. That you have to protect them with Enviromesh if you have the allium leaf miner on site. And it worked, quite a treat. From last year, while I've been there only for half a year, what did I learn? Usually I learn from my own mistakes, and I like to repeat the mistakes twice or 3 times that I finally get to learn. I'm a slow learner. No, I can't answer that question. Sorry. Next question. What was your biggest challenge last year? And in the garden, well, I can't tell you. Well, I think one of the biggest challenges last year in London was, but I think also here, that there was hardly any rain. It was just so very dry. But I think that challenge was for everybody the same. For me personally, I've been moving from the UK to Switzerland, so that was a challenge to me. Moving from the UK to Switzerland, I found that challenging because I didn't want to leave the plot, and I always could see work needs to be done on plot 15. So the challenge was finding time to spend as much time on the plot 15 back in London. And then the next challenge was, once I have arrived here in Switzerland, to find a plot. And I was successful. I'm very happy about that. Even though I would have preferred the other location from the scenery, well, it's not too bad here either. At least it's easy to work on this ground here. Another challenge, by the way, is doing these challenges, finding the time to do that. When you work full time, you just have to make time somewhere, but it's been a bit busy. But I think that will change. And there will be another challenge for me, because this plot is so out of nowhere that compared to London, where I could carry everything from home base or from B&Q, yes, it was a bit of a walk, but I still could walk and carry all the stuff. Here it's too far out, I can't. So that means I need to ask for favors, either that, or I have to go and get myself a car eventually, at some point. The next question is, what are your plans for 2019? So the plan for 2019 is to make this plot look beautiful and get some nice crops out of it. Yeah, just to create a lovely space where I can spend my free time down here. That's the plan. Otherwise, I don't like planning too many things. No, I don't like lists and these sort of things. I just grow with the flow. And the last question is, who has inspired you in 2018? Now, I rather tell you who and what inspired me in 2016. Once we knew that we're gonna get the plot, I have searched the internet. I looked at YouTube videos, lots and many of YouTube videos. So in general, I get my inspirations from other people, from other people's plots. I get inspiration when I walk in the woods or in the mountains, or if you just stroll through the flea market. And I also love magazines like Land Love and these kind of magazines. Okay, so now comes the difficult part, because I think nowadays everybody is nominating everyone. And I'm just not sure if you've been nominated already or not. Forgive me, I've been nominated now twice, so you just can't keep up with it anymore. But I want to nominate Allotmental. And I'm actually quite jealous that I haven't had this great idea. I just like the name Allotmental. So, it's up to you, you're nominated. I do know that you follow me on Instagram. And I think you should do a roundup challenge too. So, Allotmental. Then I'm going to nominate Sean from Sean's Allotment Garden. Just to return a favor. Thank you very much. I know you love that. Now, the roundup challenge goes to you, Sean's allotment garden. And the third one, I want to nominate a German channel. It's Jen and her husband, and they have a baby too, and they've been doing something really, really amazing with their back garden. I mean, it's one massive, huge back garden. They are amazing gardeners. They care about the environment. I don't know if they're going to accept the challenge, but they're just really amazing gardeners, and they're such a lovely couple. And they really created a paradise for them. Even though you don't speak or understand German, it's still worthwhile to have a look at their beautiful movies and videos. The channel's name is Gartengemüsekiosk, and I've been following them for a long time now. Like every Sunday morning, it's time to watch them. And there's another German YouTuber who has been very successful. I also follow him. So even you don't understand any German, you might still want to see some of the videos because it's beautiful photography in there. So the third nomination goes to Germany, Gartengemüsekiosk. I hope you accept, would be great. Maybe you could do a short video in English just for the others to see your garden, because it's so beautiful, and you definitely have inspired me. Yeah, that's it, guys. That was a challenge now. It's so cold, my goodness. It's a bit cold out here.